Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about if statement. So if statement is one of the most widely used component in any C programming. It is going to allow us to execute the conditional statements, right? So in any program you have conditional statements. So in case you want to execute a program that involves conditional statements, we are going to make use of the if statement. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that in a program where you have to take certain decision, we make it using if statement, and there will be certain piece of code which will be executed if the condition is going to be evaluated to true, and there will be other set of section of codes which will be executed in case the condition is evaluated as false. So what we do is that we evaluate a condition in if statement, and if it is true, then whatever we write within that section of if, that is going to be executed. So let us just try to understand it in more detail, that this is how it looks like. We evaluate a condition or expression, and in case it is true, then statements written here will be executed. Okay, statements which are written over here will be executed provided the condition is true, right? And in case it is not true, then whatever is going to follow after this will be executed, right? So whatever you write over here will be executed in case the condition is false, right? So in order to better understand this if statement, let us try to write a simple C program where we ask the user to enter the number. We ask user to enter a number. It's an integer number that we will be asking the user to enter, and if the number entered by the user is greater than 5, then I will print a message that the number is greater than 5. Number entered is greater than 5, right? And in case the number is not greater than 5, then we will print some other message, right? So this is something which is up to us what we want to do in case the condition is not true. So just to make the things a bit easy at this point of time, let us restrict ourselves to only this point where we ask the user to enter a number, and if the entered number by the user is greater than 5, then this message will be printed. Otherwise nothing is going to be executed, right? So we'll not print any other thing. So in case the condition is true, then and only then this message will be printed. Okay, later on we will improvise on this concept, and we will see the other important building block like if else, the ladder of if else if, where we will be putting in multiple conditions in the code. But over here, since it's the starting point of the if statement, we will just make sure that we will have a very simple basic example to understand the things in a proper way. So what we are going to do is that we will be asking the user to enter a number. In case the number is greater than 5, then we will print a message that the number entered is greater than 5. That's it. So if the condition is evaluated to be true, then whatever we are going to write within this will be executed, right? So we are not going to write anything after this, right? So we'll have only one if statement and certain things which will be written inside this, right? So let us quickly execute it on the IDE, the software, dev C++. So what we need to do is we need to include the header file, #include stdio.h is what I'm going to write as a header file, and then void main will be there. Inside this I am declaring a variable named temp, and then I will print a message for the user, printf, enter the number. I am asking the user to enter the number. After that I will be scanning the number. Scanf is the function for doing that, taking the user input, %d, and then you have comma and m. Okay, so you will have the number in m. Now we'll put a condition. If m is greater than 5, this is what we are interested in. So if this condition is evaluated to be true, then we will print a message printf number entered is greater than 5. So if this condition is true, then this message will be printed, and we are not writing any other thing over here, right? So if this condition is true, then this will be printed. Okay, right? So this is the example of if statement, and if it is evaluated to true, that is the number entered by the user is greater than 5, then this message is going to be printed, otherwise nothing is going to be printed on the console. Okay, so this is what we have written over here. I'll just save it by pressing Ctrl S. It is already saved with the name of s55.c. We'll quickly compile this code. We'll click on execute and compile. Now we see that there is no syntax error, there's no error, and there's no warning. We'll go to execute and click on run to run this code. Here it is asking me to enter the number. I enter the number as 8. So it says that number entered is greater than 5. Obviously it is greater than 5. 8 greater than 5 is true. Okay. When I run the code again by pressing F10 as a shortcut, so if I enter the number as 4, you see nothing is printed because we haven't written anything in case the condition is false, right? So the if section is going to execute provided the condition which we are writing over here is evaluated to true. So if the entered number by the user is greater than 5, that is m greater than 5, only in that condition this if section will be evaluated, and you will see the message getting printed that the entered number is greater than 5, right? So this is what this is all about. So now we have understood if statement in a proper way. Moving further, we will examine if else and if else if ladder. I can't wait to see you in the next video. See you there.